And you all have to tell me what are we looking at, okay? So example number 1, we will have a structure looking like this. Okay, bear with me, okay? 3, 6, 3, 8, 2, 4, 6. So our structure look like this. So this is view. If we look at the axis, this is view. This is our point Y. And this is our point Z. And then we have a moment. Oh, let me write out the geometry. So this is 2 inch, 4 inches, 2 inch, 3 inches. Okay. And then point C, we have a moment. So this moment is applied 20 degrees. Okay. So this moment is applied 20 degrees. And it is equal to 10 times 10 to the power 3 pound inch. So we have, so this is our point A, our point B, and then over here, this is our point D. So we have to determine the stresses at both point A and also at point D. Okay, we are going to look at the, okay. And I'm going to do something further. We're going to find the orientation of the neutral axis. Okay, we're going to find the orientation of the neutral axis. Now, what sort of bending is this? Anyone? Is it centric or eccentric? Eccentric. Why is centric? Is because px is equal to what? 0. Symmetrical or unsymmetrical? Unsymmetrical. Why is it unsymmetrical? It's because of what? You have moment in the y and moment in the what? Z. If it's symmetrical, there only can be how many moments? 1 moment. Are we clear? Okay. So from here, we know that the formula we're going to apply will be equal to stress in the x direction. This will be equal to m y over I y multiplied by z, mz over I z multiplied by y. Plus or minus, do you need to worry? Do not worry. Are we clear? I repeat again. Do you need to worry whether is it plus or minus? Don't worry yet. What dictates the plus or minus are your what? Moment vectors. Are we clear? Okay, so don't like, I can't remember whether it's okay. It's okay. Don't bother for now. So we have a lot of variables that we have to determine. Okay, so the first thing we are going to find, we're going to determine the moment about y, and the moment about z. Okay, so we know that we have a 20 degrees. Right, we know that our moment vector is 20 degrees. Oi. So now we can define our px or our mx, or sorry, mz. So this is our mz. And then the next one this will be our my. Okay, and then we know that our m is equal to 10 times 10 to the power 3 pound inch. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find our my. My is equal to 10 times 10 to the power 3 sine 20 degrees. For this case, make sure your calculator is in degrees. Hey, tonight don't forget to change to radians, yeah? Are we clear? Tonight, what is your calculator going to be? Thank you. Okay, 10 power 3. Oh, I had mine in degree in radians now. That's why it looked weird. Okay, so it's 3420. Okay, and then the next one, we are going to do moment about Z, very straightforward. This is the easy part. So it's 9397. Okay, and then the next one is our IYY and IZZ. Okay, so some student asked me how to determine IYY, IZZ in class just now. I'm going to do it. Okay. Maybe a quick revision for some. Right, we are going to find our IYY. Okay, we are going to determine our IYY first. So IYY, the YY axis, right? So this is our YY axis over here. So whatever we have over here will be our width. Whatever distance we have over here is our depth. The general formula to apply is y is equal to bd cube, or width depth cube, plus by area, right? Big Y bar minus small y bar squared. That's the formula to apply. Okay. So along the YY axis, where is the centroid? We cannot determine based on what? We cannot determine based on observation, can we? Right? So for IYY, you have to determine the what? Geometric centroid. And I have devised a way that is pretty foolproof. Okay, so I'll show you the technique that I use. It's up to you. Okay, so we have section. We divide this into section 1, and this will be our section 2. Okay, so we have our section 1, and then we have our section 2. And then the next thing we do, the next thing that I propose that we have is we are going to calculate what is our width and what is our depth. I repeat, first we started with our width and with our what? Our depth. So for section 1, our width is 8. Our depth is 2. This is equal to 16. In section 2, our width is 2. Our depth is 4. So this will be equal to our 8. Okay, so 16 plus 4 is equal to 24. Then the next column that we have is our small, we call it our small Z bar. Yeah, our small Z bar. Okay. So we're going to take our geometric datum from the top. This is our geometric datum. So Z bar is from the top. Okay. So section 1. So what are we trying to determine is we are trying to determine the individual centroid. So for this case, this will be 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. This will be 2 plus by 4 divided by 2. This is equal to 3. Okay. Eh, 4 divided by, yeah, Eugene, is it? Come on, 4. Okay. If I make a mistake, please tell me. I might be loud, but I'm like a chihuahua. Okay. What do I mean I'm like a chihuahua? When a chihuahua bites you, do you die? Yes or no? No, right? So I might be loud, but I'm a chihuahua. Are we clear? The deadly ones are the quiet ones. You don't know what is their emotion. 4 times 8, 32. So 16 plus by 30, 16 plus by 32 is equal to what? 48. Yes. Everything is relative to the z-axis. Yes. So now we find our big Z. This is just a general formula. This is it. So the big Z bar, not the small Z bar, is equal to 48 over 24. So this is equal to what? 2 inches. Okay. Now we are going to find the second moment of area. I will deliberately do this without looking at the diagram. Okay. I will do this without looking at the diagram, and I'm going to close my notes. Okay. Because this is a foolproof technique that I've used that I will encourage you all to try. So IZZ1 will be equal to 8, 2, 3, 12 plus 16, 2 minus 1 squared. Okay, so this will be equal to freaking calculator. So 8 times by 2 power 3 divided by 12 plus by 16 is equal to 64 over 3 inch. Oh, IYY. Too excited. My wife say I always need drugs to calm myself down. I think she's right. 2, 4 cubed over 12 plus by 8, 2 minus 4 squared. 128 over 3 inch to power 4. I don't know whether it's correct. I'm going to check now. Yes, it's correct. So what I've done, we can do this without looking at what? Looking at diagram. Once you form this table, this is the rules that you have to follow. Watch this, okay? The pattern is like this. Okay. Uh, 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 uh. The next one, That's why you don't need to look at the what? Can you see what I'm doing? Yes or no? That's it. Okay, you just form the table like that. You just do this. Okay, what I'm trying to do, once you know the form is like this, you can use Excel to check your answers. Are we clear? Right, once you have locked in your geometry, everything is straightforward. Are we clear? Right, or not? If you look at, have you looked at how the textbook find the second moment of area? They lump everything what? Together, yes or no? By it's so much easier. Okay, you don't agree, fine. Right. So now we have IYY is equal to 64/3 plus by 128/3. Right, so 64/3 plus by 128/3 is equal to 64 inch